So everything came in 2 boxes, this big one and this big square one. All the chairs were inside of that. They were all individually wrapped. These 2 I think are the ends that swivel and rock. These are the regular ones. And they helped me load it into the truck. So I just had these 2 boxes, which was for a 7-piece set. I was pretty happy that there was only a couple. To unload it, I actually opened this up in the back of the truck and we took out individual pieces because it is fairly heavy, but we felt that was safer to just unload the pieces. So now I'm in the garage, so it's time to build the chairs. These are simple enough. You just basically open it up and pull the chair out. So that's quickly, easily unwrapped. So this is one of the boxes you get. I think I needed this, instructions, and some of the hardware all in the box. This box, the G1, is the cover. This box labeled K2 has the big swivel bases for the 2 end chairs. This box contains 2 sets of sides for a chair. So that other box contained 2 parts A and B, and these 2 contain 1 each. And so that gives you 4 total. So I guess they just did that for the way they package everything, put 2 in 1, and then these 2 individual. They package these really nice. They have plastic pieces that are molded on all 4 corners that keep it from touching or getting scraped or anything. You got the 2 pieces, A and B. There's a little slot tab in here. And the directions say to do one side at a time, laying on its side. But these pieces I grabbed from, that came underneath the legs. And it keeps it lifted up. And I'll show you why. I just felt it was easier to do it this way because of how these things slide in. Okay. So once it's in there, that's one side. Now I'll get the B side. B side is the right side. They only go in at one angle. And then you gotta really manipulate it a little bit. There it goes. To slide it in. Then what I take is one of the bolts and I do the top hole because it has a hinge. And I always finger tight bolts so they don't strip. So for each one of these, I keep them fairly loose so that there's a little bit of play. Do the top one and the bottom one. Ensure that those both go in. And I can rock it a little bit. It has a little bit of play because I'm doing it this way. I'm not following the directions. But that gets it all tight and it gives you the play you need. And I like it on the back because I can do both sides quickly. You don't have to flip the chair over. And I'm using the big box, the tall one, as my table. And pieces to prop up the bottom, that's important so you don't have pressure on here. And then get to, this has a little bit of play, but once you get them finger tight into these holes, ensure that they're in, then you can come back and tighten it. It's a little Allen key. It comes with 2 of them in this box, but because I have that powered one, and I won't strip it because it's torqued, so it'll just make a loud noise, but it's not going to spin it. All right, that's done. Now you just get the cushion. So this is different from the instructions and the page, but this way I think goes pretty quick. Sometimes you need to jiggle it a little bit to make sure it lines up. That's why you leave them all loose until the end. Sure that each one is lined up and screws in. I think I got it, but so the swivel chairs are slightly different. There's an extra bolt on the side. It's important to note that on the swivel, you remove the back ones here because that's what you'll screw in with the plate right there. So I like to do this on the side because otherwise you got to try to put bolts on upside down. Remember, the order is that big washer, that's the 2, then the washer, lock washer, and then the nut. Doing it on the side, I mean, it showed the instructions of doing it standing up, but it's really hard to hold from the top and try to get the washer up from the bottom. And how do you get the washer to stay when you're trying to put the lock washer on next? So this way it's just easier. Once that's all tightened up, you're done. The table's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. You pull out the legs and you unscrew the screws that are in here and then slide it in. Once the screws are unscrewed, you just slide this piece in until it's flush. And what I do is hand tighten, so you make sure not to strip them. So just get them in there pretty tight first, and then tighten it up with a screwdriver after. This is just a piece of paper. Don't want to cut it. It just covers that port. Just slide it up. Okay, so that paper I just pulled off, I think it was supposed to keep this. This is metal, so this has been sitting on the tabletop. Better check it for damage. I know she found it for damage. Is that yummy? Well, luckily, I don't really see any. So that piece of paper was supposed to be holding that piece on, and I'm looking for scratches and I didn't see any because it was loose in the packaging, so that was good. And here it is outside underneath the covers. These covers we bought at Costco a couple years ago and really enjoy that. We covered it in the center between the two to keep it dry and extend sort of the covered area. This is the table with the cover on. And here it is uncovered. The chairs are comfortable and these ones swivel. It's very nice. Happy to have it under the shade. I'm looking forward to this summer being able to use all these smokers and stuff and have some fun with friends. Hope that you found this helpful, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. Thank you.